What's up guys, Heatfireash here, and today I've got another battle video for you. I'm still using a Trick Room team, but this one's slightly different. I am using the same hatterene and indeedee leads, but for attackers I'm going with the torkoal and rhyperior. I really like them. They've been really doing great for me, and they kind of cover for each other's weaknesses. And then to kind of complement them, I am using rotom, and then also a gyarados with a little bit of speed to kind of help fill in the gaps if I can't get Trick Room up. Alright, here's the battle. Okay, we got an opponent here. Let's go ahead and see what team they're bringing. So at first glance, I definitely think they have nothing to do with Trick Room, so I should be able to get Trick Room up easily. So let's just go hatterene and indeedee here. That's going to be easy Trick Room setter. And then after this, I'm thinking Rhyperior looks pretty good. It can deal with Arcanine pretty easily. And I'm not too worried. They don't have Dracovish or anything like that. Eiscue is kind of interesting. If it goes for a belly drum early, that could be dangerous because it is slow. So under Trick Room, it could hit pretty hard. But I think my hatterene could probably just take it out because I do have max flare on hatterene if I dynamax it. So I think torkoal will do pretty well here. It does hit the Whimsicott and the Eiscue, and it's going to be hitting the Grimmsnarl pretty hard as well. And it is resisted by 3 of them, but I think it just hits so hard generally. And plus the sun, it's just going to be doing a lot of damage, even though it's not one-shotting anything necessarily. And I don't really like Gyarados here. He only has really one. I guess Eiscue's physical attacker too, but Intimidate's not going to do a ton for me, and Rotom's not really doing a lot either. So that's the set I'm going to go with, and let's get into this battle. So obviously starting with hatterene and indeedee here. And they're going with Grimmsnarl Eiscue. So I assume Eiscue was going to go for a belly drum. Because the couple battles I've played against it in like singles on Showdown, it's always gone for like a belly drum set. So it's kind of what I expected here. And I assume some kind of screens coming out of the Grimmsnarl. But let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and try to go for Trick Room with hatterene, and then I am just going to go for a follow me, I believe, on indeedee. Because I'm not sure what my opponent's really going to do here. Screens are just annoying to play around because they deal so much damage, and most of the time they're lasting for, I believe, 8 turns. So you're playing through them the entire game, dealing 50% damage, so that's pretty annoying. But, you know, par anything else, I'm pretty sure we're just going to get Trick Room up here, no problem. And I'm not too worried about a belly drum coming out from Eiscue because I do believe I can one-shot it with the hatterene. So let's see what my opponent goes for here. So they are Dynamaxing, I assume, the Eiscue. Yep, the Eiscue gets the Dynamax there. No real reason to Dynamax Grimmsnarl. In fact, we don't have the G-Max Grimmsnarl with the crazy attack. So I don't have to worry about that right now, but we do see the Dynamax on the Eiscue. Go for the follow me here just in case Eiscue tries to do something crazy. So I guess he's not going for belly drum anyway, which is kind of what I was worried about. So I'm not too scared of Eiscue at all now, especially because its ability only stops a physical attack, and obviously hatterene's special, so I don't have to worry about its ability at all. So it goes for the rock move, and indeedee tanks that no problem there. But Sandstorm is up, but that's not too big of a deal. I do get Trick Room off here, and now I feel like we're in a really good position. So the question is here, do I want to Dynamax hatterene? And I think the answer is yes, because I really want to knock out that Eiscue. So I do end up going for the Dynamax Max Flare here on the Eiscue. And I probably, well, I should say here now in hindsight, I definitely should have went for a helping hand on the indeedee to just guarantee the knockout on the Eiscue. I actually thought Max Flare would just kill it because I didn't think its defenses were too much, but upon looking them up, it does have 90 special defense, so it's nothing to, you know, it's not too bad. 90 is pretty good when it comes to special defense, so I should have just went for the helping hand to guarantee the knockout on Eiscue, as Grimmsnarl's not really a threat right now. I mean, it can get up more screens, but I definitely should have went for Helping Hand, because Follow Me really only is affecting Eiscue anyway, because Grimmsnarl most likely is not going to go for attack, so Helping Hand was the right play here. Although it ends up working out okay, so we do get the Max Flare off into the Eiscue, and as you can see there, it's left with quite a bit of health left, so not KOing it. Whereas if I did have the Helping Hand, it would have been no problem. So this Max Hailstorm is going to go into the indeedee because of the Follow Me, so it ends up not being that bad for me. Basically, if anything, I just waste a turn of Dynamax, which is kind of annoying. So I definitely could have played it better right here, but it still is working out okay. And we're going to go ahead here, and I believe we throw in the Rhyperior. Or no, actually, we're going for Torkoal here. We're going for Torkoal because I can just click Eruption, and it's just going to kill that Eiscue, no problem at all. Don't have to worry about anything there. Obviously, Eruption's hitting for a ton of damage. And then I can just go ahead and do a Fairy move right into the Grimmsnarl. And that's going to kill the Grimmsnarl, really. No problem. So I feel pretty good about this position. Eruption here. Not too worried about anything. And then as you can see here, my opponent, with the Eiscue, decides to go for a... Oh, actually is switching into Arcanine here for the Grimmsnarl. And obviously this is going to tank up both my Fairy move and my Fire move pretty well. That's actually a really good switch by my opponent. Luckily, Intimidate's not affecting my guys because they are special attackers. So I get the Max Starfell off on the Arcanine. And if you didn't catch that there, they did go for Max Guard on the Eiscue, so it is not going to get knocked out from Eruption here for my Torkoal. But even with the not very effective damage from the Fairy move, I still deal quite a bit to Arcanine, and then that is some insane damage from Eruption on the Arcanine there. Did quite a bit, so here I feel pretty good. And at first I think about doing a Psychic move in Arcanine to knock it out, but then I end up changing my mind to the Fairy move just in case it swaps out Arcanine for Grimmsnarl. I don't want to lose the attack. And then obviously we're stuck in Eruption because it is a Choice Specs Torkoal. So we're stuck in Eruption here, but no reason to worry about our health. We're going to be easily knocking out Eiscue and Arcanine just with the Torkoal alone. So definitely going for the Max Starfall with Hatterene is going to be the right choice, just in case there is some kind of a switch here. So he does get the extreme speed off on Torkoal to kind of lower the damage of Eruption, but it doesn't really matter. We're still hitting for super effective on Eiscue, and I still think it would have been enough to knock out the Arcanine anyway. And then all my opponent has left is Grimmsnarl. So I do believe there is one turn of Trick Room left, maybe two. So nothing really crazy here. The game's basically over. But we do have one Dragapult to get rid of here. Of course, my opponent's showing off the shinies there. Pretty crazy my opponent has all those shinies, but yeah, anyway. So no problem here. We're definitely just gonna hit Dazzling Gleam. It's super effective on both, and at the time, you're gonna see right here, I definitely didn't think Dazzling Gleam would knock out Dragapult, but it actually does. So that's good to know in the future. Fake Out coming out onto Torkoal. So I think if my opponent actually faked out the the Hatterene, it would have been better. But either way, we knock out the Dragapult with just Dazzling Gleam, which I did not expect, and big damage on the Grimmsnarl. And now, of course, we can easily go for the kill here, and we still have one Pokemon in the back, so basically no issue. And there's the Eruption coming out, which will take the KO on Grimmsnarl. So pretty good game there. Dealing with a different Pokemon I never really fought before, Eiscue, so that was pretty cool. My opponent trying a different strategy like that. That was definitely pretty neat. But I think we played that one pretty well. Getting our moves off, we were able to get Trick Room no problem. So definitely liking the changes to this Trick Room team so far, and it's been a lot of fun. But Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you do subscribe, you can stay up to date with all my latest content. Thanks so much. See you in the next one.